Howdy and welcome to another video from Miniature Tanks Company. In this video, let's assemble this Rolls-Royce armored car. Alright, so yeah, there it is. This is the one with balloon tires. So the tires are nice and thick there, and this one, not so much. So I went ahead and assembled this already. The only difference between the kits will be the one with the balloon tires and the one without. Just the regular ones. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and work on this thing. So first of all, any kit, we do the sprue cuts. So I'm going to take part by part, separate the ones that are done. And here's all these crates. Just cutting sprue by sprue. Piece by piece. Alright, so here we have these. There's the sprue cut there. This kit, I would say, would be potentially classified as a more advanced one. At least leaning advanced. It's kind of harder to do, but that's why I'm making this video for every kit that I do, just to make sure that you all have directions if you wish. I don't doubt anyone's abilities, but I also don't doubt anyone's ability to complain if I didn't have well, I shouldn't say complain. Rightfully so, be concerned if there's no directions. Products need to have directions. That's what we're doing. At least trying to do. So you can see all the cuts that I'm doing. The last bit is just to cut the sprues off of these tires. So cut tire by tire the sprues. Step by step. Tire by tire. Eventually we'll get done. Okay, so that's done. Alright, so now we start the gluing together process. So let's put all these pieces over there. Just as a reference, this is what it will look like, except of course this is the one with the balloon tires. I believe it was for the desert. Something like that. Alright, so that's the first way to glue this. So just put a little glue here and some glue there. Now what you want to do is glue it like that. And specifically what I'm going to mention to you now. See those little features there? Make sure they all line up like that. And due to that, there's like this edge there. So that can't be flush with there. It lines like that. Then it will be correctly positioned. Well, up next, go ahead and put a little glue here. And go ahead and put this piece on like that. I think that would be good. That's the way that piece should look. So just pay attention. While those little pieces are gluing, why don't we go ahead and glue on the cylinder to the turret. I'm just dabbing a little glue like that. And then you just put on the glue like so. There you go. There's the turret. Done. Now, why don't we go ahead and glue this together, and so this is how that will go, like that. So to do that, put a little glue, or a lot of glue, whatever. Glue like that. And I'm going to use these clippers as a sort of tweezers because I forgot to bring the tweezers out. There you go. Let's do the other side. Excellent, that's done. Alright, so the next step, I believe, would be to glue this piece like that. So to do that, we're going to be putting a bunch of glue there and a bunch of glue there. And then we're carefully going to try to put this piece like that. Right, that's how that should look. That should connect to that, and that should connect to that. Should let that dry for a bit before you do too much more with that. But let's try to do the other side. Let's try to get this in here without disrupting the other side. Well, first try, pretty good. So let's let that stuff dry, and while that's drying, let's put a little glue here, and a little glue there. And put this piece like that. That's how that piece should look. And do the same for the other side. Mission accomplished. So that's all drying and such. Let's go ahead and put on these spare tires. So, you know, while everything's gluing on this model, let's put some glue there. And some glue there. And here's the spare tire. Let's try to just get that nicely there. And then the other side. That looks pretty good. Spare tires glued. Well, let's go ahead and put some glue here and some glue there. Carefully get these dualies here. Put that on the back where the axle is in the middle. Like I always say in these videos, get that axle in the middle. Not so with that one, because that's kind of a half of axle. Just try to get that correct there. And of course, the other side. All right, well, all that stuff is drying. Let's go ahead and put this piece on. I would say for the more smaller scales, that piece may be more optional. It may not even print, so beware. But if your scale allows it, probably will come with every scale, but yeah, like I said, it's more optional, but as far as an extra layer of detail, it's pretty good. Let's try to bend this where it will line up well. I think that's pretty good. Now, you know, those tires are dry now, so let's go ahead and put little glue here, a little glue like here and such. Carefully place this piece here. Same for the other side. So that's gluing. And here's all these crates. So here's suggested positions for those. You can look at historical pictures, of course. I'm just going to put them kind of where I think they should go. There's one. The other. All right, there's 2 extra crates in my configuration. There you are. There they are. The Rolls-Royce armored cars, the one with the regular tires and the one with the ballooned kind of fat tires. Thank you so much for watching. These are available at miniaturetanks.com.